I'm Venu Keller. Welcome to Venu Inspires. It's time to give your children a childhood they won't have to heal from. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom with Venu Keller. Today I was going to talk to you a little bit about how do you know when you as the parent are reinforcing the behavior you're seeing in your child that drives you absolutely bonkers. So it doesn't matter if you have a younger kid, an older kid, maybe even a teenager. Think about a time that there's some type of behavior that's going on with your child and it just drives you bonkers and you want it to stop. So what do we do to make it stop? We yell at them, we punish them by taking their phone, or we take their TV time, electronics. I mean, whatever it is that they feel punished about. And what are we actually doing by punishing them? We want them to feel enough pain that they stop doing that behavior. Is the behavior stopping? No matter how much we punish them, is that behavior stopping? Probably not. How do I know this? Because I too go through this. I went through this with my older boys and I go through this with my twins. And you would think as a professional that it would not happen. If I'm teaching you guys, why is it happening? It's happening because I have just had this epiphany of, you know what? I need to stop and think, why is this behavior happening? And it's easier to see, honestly, when I'm on the outside looking in. When I'm with you and I'm looking at your family, when I'm with someone else and I'm looking at their family, it's very hard to see it when I'm doing it myself. But when I see my husband doing it, guess what? I can see it and I see how he may or may not be encouraging that behavior. Actually, he is. And I get to flip the coin and be like, oh, wow, I do that too. I encourage it. So what do I mean by all of this? What I mean is that if your child is having a meltdown because you said that they can't do something, right? And so my child will say, well, fine, I'm not coming out and I'm not going to eat dinner. Or, you know what? I'm not going outside to play with my friends then if I can't, I don't know, take my Nerf gun outside or whatever it is. And so we say, fine, then don't go outside and play with your friends, right? That would be a logical thing. You've owned it, you say it, and it's done. Oh, no, 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 no. They go in their room and they're upset and they feel sad and they're crying about it and they're crying about it. And then all of a sudden they wipe their tears away. They settle down. They come back out to the room and say, I'm sorry. It's okay. Like, it's fine. I get that you don't want me to bring my Nerf gun outside. Right now, whatever. And they're like, can I go back outside? And what do us parents do? Okay, you can go outside. Why? Because they've calmed down. They've agreed they're not going to take the Nerf gun outside. And then we let them go play, right? Wrong. We don't do that. We should not do that. Why? Because we have that same behavior going on and on and on. We tell them no, they can't have what they want. They throw a fit. And then when they calm down, they actually, get to go back outside or do whatever they said. We're not allowing them to take ownership for what they're saying. And I'm not saying if your child says that I'm not going to eat for a week, you don't let them eat for a week. I am not saying that. And if they're saying things like, then fine, I'm not going to go play outside then don't let them go play outside. The minute you show them that their words mean something, that there's purpose behind the threat that they're giving you, that they probably won't do it again because they're not getting their way. What they really want is a release of those emotions. So when your child is, so here's the strategy. When your child is getting upset because it's a no, you can't take this outside, or no, you can't do that, or you know what, no, you're not going to come with me if you keep talking that way, or whatever it is. And they start to get upset and they start to say things. My advice is, and this, just try it on, see if it works, right? Because not everybody's a cookie cutter family. It may not work for you. You might have to try a different approach, but this is just one approach. Acknowledge that they're upset. Acknowledge, I can appreciate you're not liking my answer. I get you wanted a yes, but I hear you. I definitely hear you, and it's still no. And before you tell me that you're not going to go outside and play with your friends who are waiting for you, I want you to be aware of what you're saying because you're upset. When you're done being upset, you're still going to have the choice that you made. So what do you need right now? Do you need to go to your room and just have a few minutes and just release whatever you need to release and then go outside with your friends? What specifically are you looking for to release that emotion without having to follow through with the words that you use? And I'm going to tell you, I bring this up because this has happened a lot lately in our home, that my 10-year-old especially, when he is upset, he will say things thinking he's hurting us. But in actuality, he's stopping himself from going further, after the emotion is over and done with. So we are really making sure and making a point to tell him, choose your words wisely. Because when the emotion is gone, you are going to be stuck with that choice. And as we started implementing this, guess what? He is more choosing of the right words when he's upset. We are teaching him to take ownership of his emotions. And when I say regulate the emotion, it's not, pretend that emotion doesn't exist. It's taking ownership for that emotion. Regulating meaning, how long do you want to stay in that emotion so it's not affecting your next activity? That's what's regulating it in this aspect. So that's my Wednesday wisdom tip, and I will see you next Wednesday.